college football's premier team preparing to slug it out. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Buffs! Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Getting set for first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Gets it out fast. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
That's a real good-looking throw, and I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Haynes. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They'll go with a direct snap. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, and tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
He'll pull it down. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Coming after it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves him in 2nd and manageable.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The play action fake. Snares it outside. It's Horn. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved, get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Couldn't get anything done on 1st down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. Back to pass, it's Sanders. This time it's complete. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking left. It's caught. Running through contact. Touchdown, Buffaloes! What a catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end.
That's the end of the first quarter. Colorado 14, Alabama 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking down the middle. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He wants to go deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. To the air, it's Milroe. They're bringing heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. He clearly doesn't believe in punting, going for it this close to his own end zone. On 4th down, going to the air. He lets it fly. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Direct snap. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Snap it to the back. The pirouette on the run. He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. To the air, it's Milroe. Trying to get to him. Fires to the big fella. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that 1st.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. He looks that one in nicely. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Pass in these tight quarters, if you're going to put the ball up, you'd like to think that you'd either have space or get it downfield a little bit.
Yeah, I like the defense understanding where the end zone is and then defending that line. It's okay to make the catch. You just got to make sure you get the ball carrier down in the field of play.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown tie!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7.
That makes the score Colorado.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 14, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Horn. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
First and 10.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Comes out throwing on 1st down. A strike downfield. Afterburner's coming. The 30. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the...
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Colorado!
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
You see it in football all the time, right? I get a matchup on the outside. You want to try to play man coverage. I'm going to let my wide receiver try to go up and make a play. A lot of times the wide receiver wins. Not this time.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Direct snap. Crosses the 35. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. This will likely be the last play of the half. Corners are going to bail. He's looking to throw it. The sweet feet buy a little time. He chucks one out to the right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? The Buffaloes will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes that Alabama offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Crosses to 40. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Never has to leave the pocket and fires over the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Bama! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
In the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Here comes the offense on second down. To throw, it's Sanders. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Now, a 4th down.
You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to... But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive, trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. Got him downfield. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. And the Buffaloes are marching down the field. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. That's caught. It's Horn. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
Dropping back, it's Sanders. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs! That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Getting some heat. At the 20, he's got space. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. The score, Colorado 28, Alabama 15.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Keeps looking downfield. And he makes the catch inside the 25. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the 1st down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
Snap it to the back. Bulldoze ahead. He's down at the 18 after picking up 5.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Pressure coming. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It's fourth down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Spits it out to the back. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go with a direct snap. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. They're trying to, and the ball's out, and they're after it. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way.
And this really puts it out of reach. I mean, it was already a tall order, and you had to be aggressive in this situation, but now with this turnover, this one's all but over.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up third down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. You've seen that here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead. Guess who shows up with another big one? That one.
Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. He's loose at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And once he got loose, it